Hey everyone, Arciela here, back with yet another Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we're going to tackle the Trey Lost chapter, The Power of Knowledge. But before I do this LUFENIA today, I just want to remind everyone my goal this year is to hit at least 1,000 subscribers, and I'm expanding my channel slowly to not only include this DFFOO content, but other games and hobbies of mine too. And the way you can help me reach that goal is with your likes, comments, and subscriptions. If you're already a subscriber, then thank you so much for your continued support. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. We're doing this this event today with Trey, Firion, Arciela, and this Ronza friend I picked up. Let's go. Alright, the evil gazes. Okay, so there's a lot of RNG in this fight. There's 60 turns to win. This chaos last year with this boss when Trey's event came out was one of the stupidest things I think I've ever seen in terms of chaos fights. They wanted you to bring out the cheese. There was a lot of great characters around that time frame, and it was kind of the last chaos fight before LDs were released. We still had chaos fights after that, but this was like the last chaos before a new weapon tier came out. And so they kind of pulled all the stops here. And this is back again, and this time around it's just as annoying as the first time around, and they really emphasize Trey's kits here, but there are a lot of other characters now with off-turn damage and things, so you could use them here to help you out as well. The other thing you need though is you need a what is it called, instant break of some sort. That really helps. Caius can do that. Who else can? Arden. That's a good character. His EX will do it. There's a couple calls, or other at least, like Jack. He also works. Jack's call works. Yuffie's face call works. It'll set the Brave to 0, and then she does some follow-up hits. It doesn't even matter if they do ones, because she's going to break them either way. Let's go ahead. Firewall. The new LD attack from Trey. And I bought that flower bow because it's adorable. So this orb is a poison sap orb. But the thing is, these guys are actually immune to generic sap. So you got to make sure whatever sap you're using, it's framed. Otherwise, just go pull Sarah. That character's dumb. Her auras are out of this world, honestly. It does not matter that girl has no hits on her stuff, because she just batteries like mad before she unleashes any attack. Let's go ahead. Be here with this dynamite arrow. Trey's about to get broken. Yeah, even if the attacks miss, by the way, while they're in this red bow, you'll still get broken. So just be prepared for that. Gladio is pretty good here if you happen to use him, because he will get knocked back constantly. Celeste is pretty good too for the similar-ish reasons, but hers is more like on a debuff, so you need to have some way to let her get a turn eventually. Ideally, so she can keep her imperils up too. Might be better to pair Onion with her here. Depends on the rest of your team though, as always. Let's go ahead and Grand Delta. But guys, I don't play around with this fight. I don't have any. I feel no shame bringing Trey here. This fight is just as silly and cheap and RNG-ish as it was last year, except now you got LUFENIA difficulty, and you can't just delay them to high heavens on earth, because they got an orb here that requires them to take a turn. It's just it's hilarious. I can't get over that. All right, let's go up and master. Alright, so that blue orb right there, they're tired. They actually have lower stats when they're in that orb status, or when they're in that status. The red status is they have more attack and speed, and they're going to get this yellow aura where you have to instant break it, or gravity shave it to nothing and then break to deal with it, because if they get an attack and you haven't broken them, they're going to kill your party member. They're going to do a double dump HP attack, and I don't think you can mitigate it, so that's pretty much a dead party member. Alright, he's gonna get smacked. And there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and Blood Weapon. And next turn, I believe, yeah, we'll need to use Drain Weapon then. And thankfully, when they're in this blue state, they can't instant break me. So yeah, we're going to be watching a lot of follow-up attacks because that's, you need some sort of extra damage, whether that's coming from like free turns. This character, I think Ultimisia is really good for this fight too. I think she can take care of everything. Let me go ahead and do this. Unceasing Dread. Okay, and we have one turn left. Alright, they're targeting me? Oh, no, they're not. They're not targeting this Trey. Cool. Okay. And now, when they're in this they're in the generic state now with this, when they don't have an aura. So they're kind of easiest to deal with then. Alright. Let's go ahead and we're gonna Firewall at this point. You know what? I'm going to skip using my EX. And instead, I'm going to do this. And Vortex of Arms. Alright. Spin your weapons in a tornado. That's pretty dope. Alright. Knockwall's Vengeance. We're going to batter you up. Pew. Honestly, I bring the Cryo Call here more, not for the enchant, which is cool, but I don't have any other Thunder in Peril other than the one off of Cryo's LD. But I bring it more for that Paralyze, just to kind of give me a little time while I continue beating through this boss. Alright, so once they get to about 50%, I'm actually going to call my Ramza friend. And I'm gonna make sure we do a lot of damage to get them down to about 30%. And then we're going to rely on Arciela from there. We're actually going to swap out Arciela for Ramza. Okay, so we're good on the turns there. Let's go ahead. We'll let Trey launch B over here with his Grand Delta. Should do pretty okay damage. Yeah, pretty okay. That's about it. Alright, we'll cinch in here. I'll need to check. I think we are good on turns though for debuffs. Ooh. Alright, we'll Dynamite here on A. Oh, cool. This Dynamite will actually go off, I think. Yeah, it'll go off before B's turn. That's great. That's very nice. And we'll Blood Weapon, since we have actually decent Brave right now. That way we can get some nice splash there. Aw, yeah. Okay, so what you just saw there is that yellow aura again. We're going to break that in a second with Arciela. And here comes the Dusk Wing. Yeah, buddy, that ain't going to do anything. So this Jack Call's not going to do anything really for damage either. But this is fine because we're about to have her leave for a bit and have Ramza help us out. Let's see what we at. 56, 59. Not quite 50%, but I think we'll be okay if we wanted to do it. But I'm going to wait just a tad longer. Let's go ahead And Ascension. This should prevent any dumb RNG crap, too. Oh, nice. She nabbed herself a turn in between there. She's gonna get instant broken, probably, though. I just assume that. It's the safest thing to assume. Let's go ahead and rain these arrows down. Go, Trey, go. Alright. So we only have, like, one more turn on B here. But A's, like, fine. Alright, let's go ahead. I don't like how they're taking these turns out of order like that. That's really bothering me. But it's okay, because Arciela is about to get swapped out. Okay. You did good, girl. Time to swap you out for a sec. Alright, I really hope B decides not to be a bunglet, but I put nothing beyond these bosses here. I really don't. Alright. You can't HP attack. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna skip using the Weapon Master again, and we're gonna go ahead and Vortex of Arms. Somebody's at least got to follow up now. Okay, here comes the Black Candle. Ooh. Oh, man, that hurt. But we'll be okay. Fearing gonna heal it all back up before this matters. I cannot remember. Does the plus... Yeah, the plus version does knock you back a turn. And the plus version really sucks. Okay. We gotta get that overhead up on Ramza. I'm really hoping Grand Delta's ready, but I'm honestly not sure, to be real with you guys. But it looks like I got some time. Oh, it's ready! Oh, baby, RNG favored me this time! I mean, I know it's not RNG for EXs, but the timing was good. And it just feels really random when anything happens in this fight. Alright. And now he can be knocked back again. Yay! Let's do it. We do gotta let them get a turn eventually, though. Let me see how many more... Okay, so A's fine. B's about to get another turn. Okay, we're good, we're good. We don't have to worry about the orb too much. So you're probably wondering, why am I summoning my friend now? Well, the last part of the fight. Sure, the bosses lose the orb, but you don't want to give them a chance to HP attack, and Arciela is great for covering that. Let me see how many turns are left on Drain Weapon here. Is it middle buff this time? Okay, we are totally good. I'm gonna go ahead and just seize attack then. Heal up the party, heal up the party. Alright, we're gonna do this last Storming Winter. And I'm actually not going to use Enervate. It's really nice, but I don't need it. I don't want it to clog, because I already use like a lot of debuff slots with the main party. And I don't need it in the way. Which is why I also didn't care that I used my Jack Call when I did. We'll Dynamite here. And I'll shout right here. And Ramza will get another turn eventually, I guess. It's fine with me. We can just take advantage of the off-turn bonus from the burst. Black Candela. Yeah, I'm fine with just using the non-plus version of the Weapons Master EX. Okay, so we're gonna apply debuffs again in just a moment. Realms is about to leave, and we're gonna summon up. And we're gonna get really set up here because gots to. I'm not gonna use those what is it called? Oh, man, I can't think today. Unceasing Dreads. I don't think I can use them at this point. So yeah, the countdown went away, but don't be fooled, guys. That mess. It's crazy. Alright, so. I think I got like 2 turns left. Okay. I guess I could put on the Unceasing Dread. I could have sworn I couldn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, rain arrows then, and keep going, because this fight, I'm hoping this is gonna go good. This might be the last time I get to use that. I'll be surprised if I get any more off. Or get to use the last LD for Arciela. I'll actually be more shocked if I do. And now I just gotta hope RNG is not gonna completely screw me over here. Alright, Trey, go. Alright, so I think I need a drain weapon now. I'm gonna check. Because I don't want that to fall off. Alright, yeah, we're good. We'll buff everybody up a little bit. Now back to what we were doing. And Arciela's gonna HP silence. I don't care what else she has going on. She's HP silencing. She's gotta make sure that debuff stays up. Because if they start getting turns, they go ham. And they kill your whole party. It's like, you're alive and then you're not. So, let's see. Do that. Follow up again with more attacks. I'm going to use the Dynamite Arrow. I'm really hoping to get Ivory Recovery on both of them, but that does not seem to be what will happen here. So you see, I don't have a lot of debuff slots, and when I called that Onion, he did that Ice and Barrel, so we're gonna reapply this dissension and sight unseen. Alright, so we're getting near the end here. Now, I don't know, I just get really nervous near this end. Alright, so Trey's firewall's almost out. We're gonna go ahead and launch here and let Trey HP attack anyway. And he's just gonna attack with whatever he's got left. That's just how it's gonna have to go. We're gonna rain those arrows down on them. Alright, so this is actually going to go a little longer than my initial playthrough, but that will be okay. I don't really care. I'm going to just spam out everything else I got left. Boop, boop, boop. Wow, Firion is going ham here. He's doing everything he's got. Those last few trap turns. I think this might be the last one. I'm gonna try and wrap it up by not using HP silence on this last attack. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna check their HP, but I'm pretty sure I can wrap it up between Arciela and Firion doing AoE attacks. I'm gonna hope I'm right, because we're gonna be finishing right on time without bursting, baby. I don't need no burst. Oh, that's my boy. Go ahead, my boy. That's my boy Firion. Ah, he's here doing yet another LUFENIA. Dope. And Arciela back again, because the end of that fight is bullshit. So there we go. Thank you guys for tuning in today, dealing with me doing all those counterattacks and follow-ups and everything else. This was my team. Thank God I finished this. I'm gonna take this win, even if it's a little less good or compared to my initial run. Alright, well guys, thank you so much as always. This has been Arrowlay. Stay cool and have fun.